all right, this has been out there for a while, and I saw some buzz on it because people felt that Robert Redford should have been nominated for an Academy Award for acting for this thing. You know, and there's always a little sentiment for old Bob. You know what I mean? He's been around forever.
Hello there.
Yeah, no, not that Bob. Although this
that's what Redford
well.
sounds like now.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't talk in the movie.
All is lost. Well, here's what happened.
All is bad.
All is bad. Oh no, it's worse than bad.
All is
bad
worse
does
than
not begin to describe it. Bad is being so kind.
All is worse than bad.
All is worse than bad. It is
worse than American Hustle.
Yes, I mean
you haven't seen American Hustle yet, though.
No, I've not seen American Hustle. I intend on it. That one I do intend on. We will discuss.
Boo.
To be discussed.
Boo.
But anyway, so I thought, okay, well, it's Robert Redford. I love Robert Redford, and it's just him. There's nobody else in the movie. So we had the movie sitting around, so we watched it last night, and I fell asleep. Mm-hmm. And boy, did I get an earful when I woke up. Because by the time I woke up, the boat was gone. He was in a raft. The horses were on fire. And, it was like
the cloud was out of the bag.
The cloud's on the bag. It was like, holy crap, I was in deep trouble. She said, well, thanks for sleeping through the effing thing. I said, well, I'm sorry, but what happened? Why is he in a raft? What? It's on fire. It really was, but was. I mean, he set himself on fire. I think I dozed up. Next second, no, he's on fire. I'm thinking, Bob has to see this. This is for Bob.
Were you actively rooting for him to die? That's when you know.
It was like this. It's an hour and 47 minutes. So you take away 5 for the credits at the end. It's an hour and 42 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, that's where it was headed every step of the way. Like he starts with a boat, then he doesn't have a boat, then he's got a little thing, and then the little thing is on fire. And
was he really down? Was he just bad at boating, or was he unlucky?
I think both.
Okay,
I don't know how you put a giant hole in your boat, and that's when I fell asleep. He was at a little pier, and next thing you know, the pier hit the boat wrong, and the boat had a hole in it. I don't know where he gets his boat, maybe from the Lego people.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I fell asleep, so I have no idea. So I know, he got away from there, but the boat had a giant hole in it. It seems to me like that's not a great idea.
That's a bad boat.
Yeah, it's like
even Diana Hale knows that.
Yeah, but Diana Hale sailing it based on a true story. So it.
You should come by and save him.
Yeah, well,
what's wrong with you, Redford?
Yeah, that's where
get on in.
I might just have dozed off.
Okay,
I might have just kind of dozed off for
self-editing is what you were doing.
An hour,
right?
An hour, I think.
I believe that naturally your system had like a tripwire that actually the circuit tripped.
Go,
too
much bad.
Because
I've been busy all day. Yes, I've been out the entire day.
Yep, there it goes.
Yeah, there it is. That's what
Robert
happened.
Redford was burning raft.
Yeah, it is in a raft, and George Raft was in there. So he's
not George,
and everything seems fine. He's just trying to get water to drink and all that. I'm watching this, and then I fell asleep again. And then that is the God's truth. And then I woke up, the raft was on fire, and Bob was in the water. Bob is in the water. Bob?
I don't know.
And all these ships had gone by. He was in shipping lanes, and they'd all ignored him. He's throwing flares. He's waving his wang around, and nothing. You just go right by him. So then things on fire, and he's in the water because that's what you have to do. You really can't sit around.
This is a Bob review. Is what this is.
It's bits and pieces. Bob in pieces, bits and pieces. So it's kind of like that. And then he's in the water, and he's going down. You see Bob, and he's sinking. And then, miraculously, there's a hand that appears at the top of the water. And here, Bob snaps to it, because he was ready to go. He was just going to go peacefully.
Was it the Koch?
It was Ditka.
His best buddy gets shot, and then the shack that they were living in kind of burnt down.
So that's what happened.
So where'd the hand come from?
I don't know. Nobody knows. It was just a hand, and he went up and grabbed the hand, and the movie ended. That's the end.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert, yeah. Spoiler alert. Yeah.
I almost watched it on Saturday night, ironically, so now I'm glad I didn't. Because now I know the ending.
Well, yeah,
Well, he might have been dreaming the hand. Who knows? Maybe he was dead, and that was like his last death dream.
Could be, because he's kind of floating down, and it seemed like he, it was a lie, but you knew he was sort of giving up. Everything's on fire, the horses are dead.
Under the Tucson sun with Diane Lane.
Yep, that's what it was.
The Tuscan sun.
Yep. Well, he had the hat on to keep himself out of the sun. He had a hat.
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep. I don't remember where he got the hat from.
I love this. Terry dozes off and gives movie reviews.